Alright guys, so welcome back to another episode of Tati Tuesdays. Let's just get right into the video. Today I really want to do an all black smoky eye, and I'm going to give two lip options towards the end of the video. But I already started with my eyes primed. Anything that you don't see on camera, I'll list it down below in the description box. Alright, so to get started, I'm going to be using my Maybelline gel eyeliner, and it's in the shade Blackest Black. Just comes and looks like this. Now I'm going to be using my JH41 to lay that down. It's just going to act as a base on my eyes first before I go in with any kind of black eyeshadow or anything like that. Alright, then I'm going to be taking the Milani palette, and I'm going to take the shade, what is this shade? Defiant. It's this color right here. It's a very like sparkly black, and I'm going to just put that right on top of where I put the black gel liner, just to kind of set everything down in place. And if this looks kind of messy right now, it's okay. We're going to blend everything out, and at the end it'll look a lot better. Alright, then next I'm going to go in with the Jaclyn Hill palette. This is her volume 2. And I'm going to take the shade Temptress. It's this black shade right here. And I'm going to take her JH37 brush. I'm going to start off with a really small blending brush. And then I'm going to build as I go higher and higher in the crease to like a bigger and bigger blending brush. So just kind of take your time. I feel like a black smoky eye can be really scary and intimidating, but if you just take a lot of time blending and being detailed, it can all work out in the end. Alright, so it's looking a little crazy right now, but don't forget either that at the end of the eyeshadow look, I'm going to take some makeup remover and some wipes, and I'm going to clean up the whole area so everything is a lot more clean and defined and not so scary looking. Even though totally for like all the spooky vibes, but I still want this to be like cleaner and a little bit more pretty than spooky. So next I'm gonna go back in with the Milani eyeshadow palette, and I'm gonna take the shade Imperial. Let me see if I can show it. It's right here. It's like a very neutral-ish, cool tone-ish brown, but this is really gonna help soften the edges of the black and help everything be a lot more blended together. And just remember to always take your time blending. Don't freak out when it looks really crazy, because right now it looks like I have two black eyes, literally. But you just have to kind of trust the process, blend. Black eyeshadow is like one of the shadows that you would have to work on blending the most of any like colored eyeshadow. But just take your time. And then I'm gonna go back in with the JH41, and that first lid shade that I put down the shadow that was Defiant from the Milani palette got a little bit lost in everything that I was doing, all the blending that I was doing on my eyes. So I'm just gonna pack that on my lid again, just to kind of bring back that initial lid shade. All right, and actually I'm gonna take in the JH40. It's just like a little pencil brush like this. And I'm gonna take that shade Defiant again. And I'm gonna go right in this crease area of my eyes, because I feel like there was a little bit of like a harsh line happening in that crease area, and I don't want it to be like that. I want it to be very blended and very seamless. So this is just gonna kind of connect what the shadows, where the shadows are in my crease, and then where the shadows are on my lid. Then I'm gonna go actually back in with the JH37, but instead of taking a black eyeshadow, I'm gonna go back in with Imperial from the Milani palette. And again, just blend everything together. I'm using a little bit of a smaller blending brush just to kind of, again, keep everything a little bit more detailed and not anything super crazy. All right, then I'm gonna take my JH30, and this has no product on it, but I'm just gonna kind of take this around the edges of everything and try to help, again, just blend everything. Like I've been saying with black eyeshadow, that is key. Really with any eyeshadow, that's gonna be a super important step, but especially with black eyeshadow, you just want everything to be really seamless. I'm gonna go in with my JH42. It's like a tiny little defining brush. Usually I use this for my inner corner, but I'm gonna use it right up here on my brow bone, and I'm going in with Fighter from the Milani eyeshadow palette. And I'm just gonna try to use this to kind of clean up right around here close to my brow area, because a lot of shadow did get dragged up pretty high. So I wanna kind of clean that up a little bit so it's not super crazy. All right guys, now that the eyes are in a pretty good place for me right now, I'm gonna take some makeup remover and some wipes, and I'm gonna clean up the eye area because it is looking like a hot mess at the moment. Then I'm gonna do my face makeup off camera, and I will be right back. Alright guys, so now we're back. I did also do my brows off camera, so I will put that all in the description box below. I'm gonna go back in with my Maybelline gel liner, and I'm gonna go in with my, what is this, JH43 brush. It looks like this. It's just like a little short definer brush. And I'm gonna take that in my top waterline as well as my bottom waterline. Alright, then after that, I'm gonna take the same definer brush, but it's a different one. So it's not the one that I just used. I have two of the same brush. So again, it's JH43. And I'm gonna take some of that black shadow called Temptress from the Jaclyn Hill Volume 2 palette. And this I'm going to put on my lower lash line just to further define my lash line. And then I'm also going to be kind of not really smoking out that black that I put in the waterline, but it's gonna kind of help just kind of set it and keep it in place. All right, then once I have that set in place, I'm going to take my, let's see, I'm gonna take my JH40 brush. Again, this is, I have double of this brush too. I have two of these. So this is not the one that had that black shadow that I took in the crease to just kind of really define my crease. This is just a clean one. And I'm gonna take the shade Imperial from the Milani palette, and I'm just gonna kind of blend out my lower lash line so everything is kind of seamless and it's not like this super harsh dark line on my bottom lash line. All right, then after that, I'm gonna go in with mascara. I'm gonna take two mascaras. I'm gonna take my L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black and my L'Oreal Lash Paradise mascara, and I'm gonna mix the two. And then before that, I'm actually going to take my lash curler and curl my eyelashes. This look would probably be really, really pretty with some false eyelashes. I just don't have any on hand right now. Otherwise, I would have incorporated them in the video. But it's gonna look good too with just your normal lashes. If you just wanna coat them with a bunch of mascara, curl them, you'll be good to go. All right guys, so lashes are done. Next, I'm gonna be moving on to the lips, and I'm gonna be doing two lip options today. I'm gonna do one that's a little bit more wearable with a smoky eye like this, and then I'm gonna do one in honor of spooky season, and it's gonna be a really, really fun color. So let's get to the more everyday wearable color. I'm gonna start with my Maybelline lip liner, and this is the Shaping Lip Liner in 105 Nude Whisper, and I'm just gonna line my lips with this first. All right, and then after that, I'm gonna go in with the Wet n Wild can't talk. After that, I'm gonna go in with the Wet n Wild liquid lipstick in, what is this shade? Nudie Patootie, and it is very nude. I'll show you guys it on camera. Super, super nude. So we're gonna see how this shows up on my lips. I honestly don't know what it'll look like, but hopefully it looks good, but we'll see. Okay, so this is super nude. I look like I'm dead, which I'm not super opposed to because it's like spooky season, but I'm gonna bring a little bit more color back to my lips because I don't feel like it's as flattering as it could be. So I'm actually gonna also go in with this L'Oreal lipstick. It's 984 Ultra Nude, and I'm gonna put that over top and see what happens and see if that helps. All right guys, so here is the first lip option. I think it worked a lot better with the L'Oreal lipstick on top. I did like the Wet n Wild lip. Gosh, I can't talk today. I did like the Wet n Wild liquid lipstick. I just feel like this shade is super unique, and I'm also super pale, and so I feel like it was just one with my skin, and it just didn't fit. But I feel like it'll be cool for other kinds of looks and maybe some funky stuff, maybe some Halloween tutorials it'll work really well with. So we'll see. I'm definitely going to use it in the future, but I did like putting this L'Oreal lipstick on top, and I feel like this works, and it's just a super nude lip with a nice dark smoky eye. This can be worn literally any time of the year, but I did want to do it in honor of spooky season, like I've been saying this whole video. I'm very excited if you can't tell. This is the first lip option. All right, and then next we're gonna move on to the next lip look. It's gonna be super dark, super Halloween-y, super spooky season. That was really hard to say. Anyways, let's just move on to the next look. All right guys, so the next, oh wait, okay, we're good. All right guys, so the next lipstick I'm gonna go in with is going to be the NYX Liquid Suede. It looks like this. And I'm gonna go in with the shade Alien. I'm gonna put this on my lips first, and then if I need to clean up the edges a little bit, I'll go in with something else for that. But this is basically a black lipstick, and I'm super excited to do this. I'm also kind of scared. I wonder what this is gonna look like together. Probably really intense, but really fun. So here we go. All right guys, and then here is the final look and the last lip option. I actually really like this. I think I like this more than the first lip option, to be honest. I would probably totally go out like this and wear this to like the grocery store. I don't care, I like it. But I didn't clean it up with anything. I just used the NYX liquid lip. I didn't feel like I needed to go in with like a black lip liner and kind of touch up anywhere. It worked really well for me. So yeah, I guess that's it. This is the end of the video. Thanks for coming and hanging out with me for Tati Tuesday. I hope you enjoyed the looks. I hope you liked both of the lip options. I'm so excited for spooky season and October. I have so many ideas when it comes to makeup tutorials and Halloween looks, and I can't wait to share them all with you. So stay tuned. Bye guys.